Tommy Robinson was remanded the day before the protest that took place in London. However, despite him not being there, the rally was a huge success, and Tommy has sent a message following it. In today's video, we will watch and react whilst also going over all of the latest news from up and down the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. So here is Tommy Robinson's video message following the rally. Have a watch.
Look at all you brave and beautiful people. What a gathering. What a sight. How proud we can all be. I wish I was there with you today. You are showing the establishment that you don't fear them. You're willing to take a stand to show all of your beautiful faces. For years, those in power have worked hard to hide the truth about what they are doing to our country. They've worked hard to label and smear anyone and everyone who speaks out against them. But today tells you they've failed. Their lies have failed. The truth is out. 38 million people who could have voted didn't vote in July's election. They didn't vote for Keir Starmer and his cronies. Only 9 million did. That's less than the population of this once great city we're in now. This government has no mandate. We know it, they know it. They are locking up dissenting voices because they fear them. Political prisoners. I'm now one of many. Keir is terrified his political incompetence will be exposed. It's too late for that, Keir. Your lie about the winter fuel allowance is just one of the lies that you've told us. Keir is terrified his allegiance to nation-state destroying globalist agendas will be exposed. How they plan to take every one of your wealth and freedom, while they, a self-appointed group of deluded fools, control, tax and exploit all of us. He'll tell you he cares. It's just another lie. Keir is terrified that his prosperity-destroying policies will be exposed. His insane commitment to the lie of net zero. Keir is terrified people will realise he has no intention at all of smashing the people smuggling gangs. They're not going to stop the boats. And they'll find out there's 745,000 illegal immigrants living in Britain right now, more than any other European country. That's the equivalent of the population of Sheffield and Southampton combined. The real figures you could probably double. Each and every one of you is going to cost you £400,000 for each one of those individuals over their lifetime. That is £298 billion. That's 2,000 more times what they claim they've saved by cutting the pensioners' fuel allowance. Literally freezing people who paid into the system their whole life to death. And he's terrified that someone will break the super injunction and we'll find out what he's been trying so hard to hide. Keir, you should be terrified. Look at this crowd today. We are seeing a great awakening, an uprising of British people, patriots, coming together. We are sending you, Keir, a political message. We will no longer be ignored. We will mobilise politically. We will reach the 19 million people who didn't vote at all. They didn't vote, 48%. And we will return leaders to Parliament to serve us, the British people. So today, just by being here, you're making history. You are making your voices heard. You are resisting tyranny today. Enjoy today. I'm sorry I can't be there. Stand with your brothers and sisters. Stand for freedom. Stand for truth.
What are your thoughts on the protest, and did you think it was a success? Let me know in the comments. In some other news, shocking new data has revealed 14 million overseas nationals have been issued national insurance, NI, numbers over the last 20 years, with over 1 million issued in 2022-23 alone. Over the same period, Britain's population has risen by more than 10 million, despite falling birth rates. The new NI number statistics, compiled in partnership with Faxt4EU and CIB UK, have been collected from HMRC and the Department for Work and Pensions. The data also reveals the breakdown of nationalities receiving NI numbers, showing a drastic reduction in the amount of EU nationals coming to Britain, but a sharp increase in non-EU. In 2014/15, 76% of all new NI registrations were being issued to EU nationals, but that figure now stands at just 7.4%. This means 96.6% of NI numbers issued in 2023/24 were to non-EU nationals. The fact that the number of NI numbers being issued remains so high demonstrates a surge in non-EU nationals coming to Britain from countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan and Nigeria, who are more than making up the deficit. This is backed up by the ONS's latest estimates, which show in the year ending June 2023, 7% of people migrating to the UK were British nationals, 11% were nationals of EU countries, and 82% were nationals of non-EU countries. The UK's migrant population is concentrated in London. Around 35% of people living in the UK who were born abroad live in the capital city. Similarly, around 37% of people living in London were born outside the UK. Compared with 14% for the UK as a whole, NI numbers are vital as they allow someone to work, claim state or housing benefits, apply for a student loan, vote in local or national elections, pay class, 3 voluntary national insurance contributions. This is the first time any media organisation has brought the public the exact figures for the numbers of overseas nationals who have received national insurance numbers. This revealing new data comes as Britain is gripped in a national debate over immigration, fuelled in part by surge in migrants crossing the Channel in small boats. Almost 30,000 people have crossed the Channel this year, part of 180,000 who have since 2018. Over 50 migrants have drowned making the journey, with at least 3 losing their lives this past week. Immigration skeptics believe the high levels of migration are placing acute strain on the NHS, housing, schools, and other public services, while others point to crimes committed by immigrants who should have been deported or denied entry for the dangers they posed. A YouGov poll in August found immigration to be the most important national issue for voters in the UK, for the first time since 2016, outstripping the economy, crime and health. Tensions over migration have led to calls for Britain to leave the ECHR, the convention which allows migrants to claim asylum in Britain on humanitarian grounds. Critics believe the ECHR prevents Britain from controlling its borders effectively, damaging its sovereignty in the process. Boris Johnson and Reform leader Nigel Farage have called for a nationwide referendum on whether Britain should remain a member. The Home Office and the Department for Work and Pensions have been approached for comment. This is largely due to Britain leaving the EU in 2020-21, ending freedom of movement across Europe. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British political content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.